one that we really liked. We have not heard back from them yet, so we have no idea where we stand in that right now. So we're just gonna move on and keep on looking. So I thought it would be really cool to talk about different things on the way to each house. Okay. So I'm giving everybody a little bit of trivia. Okay. Our very first place that we've ever lived in together.
Oh, that apartment.
Yeah. Best memories from that.
There are very
Things you
memorable
did not like about that.
tons of stuff.
Our first place together as a married couple was an apartment.
Yeah, one bedroom.
One bedroom apartment.
Second floor with a stairwell inside.
Yes.
Had a nice patio that we never used.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't use that patio. It was nice.
It was, well,
That was back when...
I wouldn't say it was nice.
Oh, okay.
It was fairly narrow, though it does have length to it, but it was 100% facing south, and it always had sun, always, directly on you, all the time. So,
Okay.
yeah, it just wasn't a nice place to relax.
I remember we borrowed a couch from my mom, one of her living areas, and we gave it back when we moved out of there. But it was, we were only there for a year.
That was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't renew.
Only there for a year. That was the beginning of our financial troubles. So we didn't stay.
Yeah, we had hiccups, lots of hiccups.
Yes. Yeah. We sat on the floor for like the first 6 months.
Yeah, because we had a television and a stand, but no couch, because we were not going to take the couch I took. That got thrown out of my old apartment when I moved out.
Yeah, we weren't taking any of his furniture from his old apartment.
Nope. We did take the Lazy Boy.
We did? I thought I said no to the Lazy Boy.
Totally.
Maybe you kept it in storage or something, but we didn't bring it to the apartment. I was strongly objecting the Lazy Boy. The Lazy Boy did not come. I would have remembered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, that was when I had to get rid of my Lazy Boy.
It's disgusting.
It was in storage because I had to get rid of it. Our very first Christmas tree together.
Yes, very first.
The Douglas fir we cut down. Oh, like I said, lots of memories in this place.
I gotta tell y'all about our first Christmas tree. We did the whole go to the Christmas tree farm, cut down your own tree. I wanted the whole experience for our first Christmas, okay? And it was this beautiful, fragrant Douglas fir tree. Very nice.
Very picturesque.
Yeah. It took us forever to get it in the Christmas tree stand without falling down. It fell down a bunch of times.
Yep.
And I had no idea that I was allergic to this tree. Okay, no idea whatsoever. And I'm decorating the tree, and you know, real Christmas trees, they prick you sometimes, you know. And yeah, so I got pricked a few times, and I was scratching my hand where I had gotten pricked. Like a little bit into the decorating, I look at my hand, and my hand's all swollen and sappy. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening to my hand? And so the longer it took me to decorate the tree, the worse it got. I was so irritated, started breaking out into hives. I wanted the whole like Christmas experience. I wanted to turn on the fireplace, put on some Christmas carols, and I was suffering big time. Sneezing, scratching, swelling. The whole night. It was bad. It was, it sucked. It was not the evening I was going for.
The whole weekend was bad because of that.
And I think we couldn't even turn on the fireplace because we couldn't get the chute open. It was stuck.
We tried what we burned. Here, this is the worst part about that fireplace. It is a wood burning fireplace. So
Yeah.
we got wood.
Yeah.
Well, we started it and then found out that we couldn't open the chute. So we had the windows open and ash everywhere. It was so horrible.
It was the worst. The worst Christmas. I mean, that it set the tone for the Christmas. It was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we spent Christmas Day at my sister's house, so that helped. But yeah.
Yes, we could get out of it.
Look, guys, this is where Kevin and I met.
This is the place we met. The school we met.
Oh. All right. So we just finished our first tour. We're off to the next one. Okay, so let's do our next story. Oh, and that apartment had one thing that we absolutely to this day, it is a deal breaker for us whenever we go looking for a house. It had carpet in the bathroom, which I find disgusting. I hate that. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it.
Yes. Standing at your sink with a carpet under your feet.
It was always like damp. It was the worst. Okay, so let's skip to... So after our first apartment, we did move in with my mom because things got so bad for us. So I'm going to skip over that time.
Yeah, we're going to go to the apartment after that.
Yeah, the apartment after that. Which was Chapel Hill.
No.
Cityscape. That's right. We were so excited to live on our own.
Brand new build.
Brand new built apartments. What was it was the smallest apartment we've ever had together. It was definitely smaller than our first apartment.
Oh, it was magnitude smaller. This apartment.
It was an IKEA apartment.
I think the largest IKEA modeled apartment is actually bigger than that one.
Yeah, we were maybe 600 something square feet.
I think barely 600 square feet.
Barely 600 square feet.
It was a box. So they got a lot in that box, I'm going to tell you.
They did.
Full washer dryer.
Full washer dryer, a good sized walk-in closet.
Absolutely. Decent sized kitchen.
Decent sized kitchen.
It wasn't large, but it was decent. And had one living space that wasn't small. We got a couch and a small table into that space.
Yeah. Somehow we managed to have game nights there.
We did have a few game nights there.
Yeah. I would say overall it didn't get enough sun. But we were both working such long hours back then. We weren't there to enjoy the sun anyway. I was teaching full time. I always made it home like around 6. Which is when you were getting home. So 2 ships passing in the night.
So that's a negative.
So that one was a negative. Okay, story time continues.
Oh, are we still at a second apartment, Cityscape?
Oh, Cityscape, yeah. We're still at our second apartment. One of the best things about it was that it was across the street from Central Market.
Walking distance from Central Market.
Yeah, that was it's so nice to have your grocery shopping that close. We hurt ourselves a lot at Central Market.
The only other interesting part about that second one was the time where we did have your dad stay with us as a part-time.
Yes, that did not go well.
That did not go well.
We're in a 1-bedroom, and my dad had to come stay with us.
Yeah.
And he stayed with us a while.
That was over a month.
Yeah.
I don't think it was quite. It may have been almost 2.
Yeah. We were very happy to move out of that one because it changed management, and then it took a humongous price jump for a 600 something square foot apartment. They wanted like 14.
I think it was like 13 or so. And by the way, that's what we pay now for our 2-bedroom.
Yeah. So yeah.
Twice the square footage is what it's like. Where did you pull this number out of your hat? It just came right out of the rear.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that it was concrete floors everywhere on the hallway,
you
and
could hear
metal doors.
Everything.
So everything.
It also had an elevator.
Oh yeah.
And even though the elevator was way down the hall, you could hear it ding all the way in your apartment.
In your bedroom, in your apartment.
In your bedroom, in your apartment.
Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
We're not even talking about Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, we called him Bigfoot. Whoever it was that lived above us.
Never met the person, but yes, he was Bigfoot. That's what we nicknamed him.
And we called the police on whoever lived above us.
I couldn't tell if it was above us or someone next to, like, up.
Or below us.
Or above to the caddy corner. Like, not directly above us, but the one next to us. But we definitely knew it was coming from our side of the building.
Okay.
And
because he was doing something to a woman, and she was screaming, and they were very loud, so you could tell something bad was happening. And then you heard loud crashes, and you heard her screaming, "No, please." And so we called the police. It sounded like furniture falling, but it was loud. And they told us, okay, we'll send somebody to check it out, stay in your apartment, and that's what we did.
Police were there for a while. I don't remember, there wasn't anybody that we saw that they were talking to, but the car was there for quite a bit.
Yeah. Whoever that was, I hope she got out of that relationship. And so then our next apartment, we were very excited to get because it was so much bigger, great price, and of course the one that we toured wasn't the particular one that we moved into.
It wasn't even the same floor plan.
It was the same floor plan.
It was? Oh, it was.
But the one that they let us see had updates to the kitchen.
Correct, and they let us know that. So.
And the unit that we got didn't have the updates to the kitchen.
It was a L galley type kitchen.
Yeah.
If you can imagine that was, I think, I'm being very generous, about 4 feet wide.
Yeah, it was so small. It was so small.
I don't think you can open the refrigerator all the way.
You had to go through the kitchen to get to the laundry room. Well, we had to remove the door because they had a door to the laundry room. And also the pantry was behind that door. So with the washer and dryer and the pantry, you couldn't open the door to get to anything. It was like a logistical mess. So we had to take off the door so that we could get what we needed and do laundry in that very tight space. And then we ended up not even using the second bedroom.
The master. Oh, this is the one we swapped.
Yes.
We putting a whole accent wall in the bedroom.
Oh, we put an accent wall in that room.
Gorgeous color.
Very nice. We were very excited about the master bedroom. We spent a week in there, and I said we have to move out of this room. The air condition in that room was so loud that I couldn't sleep. Every apartment you live in, you hear the air condition. I couldn't get used to it, and I'm pretty used to like white noise or having some sort of noise. right around getting close to the time where it was for us to renew our lease, the air conditioning stopped working. It was like in this part of summer. Yeah. And we had, I remember we stayed the night with your dad a couple of nights. We stayed the night with our home group leaders.
They didn't have any temporary units because all of them were already used. I mean, it was a bad summer.
Yeah. And when I tell you it got hot in there. Yeah. And then when it got time for us to renew, they offered us a unit that was fully upgraded. That was a good deal. It wasn't even that much more money at the time.
No, it really wasn't.
And Kevin toured it without me. And when I finally got to see it, I was so happy because it was so cute. And still to this day, that is my favorite place that we've lived. I had a prayer closet with a window. Well, it was in the guest bathroom, but I used it as a prayer closet. There was so much storage.
It was spacious. I mean, we had a home group there for about 17 people. We were in there.
It was my favorite place. All right, so we are at our next house. That house that we just saw was very, very nice. It's just on the upper end of what we want to pay. So we're at the next one right now. That one was super nice. Smaller than the last one, but maybe it was nice because of the sweet family that was in there.
That's one thing.
That made it extra nice.
That made it extra nice.
We're off to see the next one. We have 2 more. Oh no, we forgot to tell about the mold.
Yeah, we had a problem in that house, with that apartment.
We were so happy in that apartment. It was so wonderful. And then it's like something broke or something, and all of a sudden all this cigarette smoke started coming in our apartment.
Pouring every time the AC came up.
Into our apartment. Yeah, it was weird. It was like something broke and it just let it all in.
Yep.
Yeah, I put in a ticket for it. And I don't know, they did something to it and that it eventually went away. But it didn't go fully away.
Nope, still had it.
Yeah.
We moved out for how bad it was.
Yeah.
It was because after the cigarette smoke, it smelled like mold the next time it came back.
Yeah.
It wasn't cigarette, it was mold.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was the fiasco where we were calling an air duct cleaning company.
Yeah.
To come out to our apartment to take care of it. And the apartment's like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, well then take care of it.
Yeah. And yeah, because they weren't taking care of it. And they were like, well, you can't just call a company to come take care of it. Like, well, you guys aren't doing anything.
Yeah, that got them to move on it a little bit, but we lived out of your sister's house for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. But then our neighbors downstairs started smoking pot, and that was coming in the apartment a lot. I mean, I'm the kind of person, I don't care what you do, that's your business, as long as I don't have to smell it.
Don't make it my problem.
Don't make it my problem.
I don't have an issue with it.
At that point, it became like, okay, we should move, because those were like new neighbors, so they weren't leaving anytime soon. And then we found out we were pregnant, and then we were like, yeah, we really should move. And we did. To the Dallas house.
Oh Lord.
Home of the Roaches.
And you gotta even preface it before you even get to about the house. What about when we were moving?
When we were moving?
You were 8 months pregnant.
Yeah. I was 8 months pregnant.
8.5.
Packing boxes.
Yes.
Moving. I worked through my entire pregnancy.
Yes.
There wasn't a thing I didn't do. Hardly. I'm not doing that the next pregnancy. go pregnant again, God willing.
We will make it work.
Yeah. And the next time I'm pregnant, I would like to take some time to stay out of stressful situations. But I didn't do that my first pregnancy. Yes. Home of the roaches and the roly-polies. Things you don't see when you tour a house, you know. The house had foundation problems. So there were these roly-polies that would come from one direction of the house. And I mean, imagine like 100 roly-polies walking across your floor. That's what it was like. And it would only happen at night in the master bedroom.
When you're trying to get into your small bathroom.
That master bathroom was so small. It was like a tiny addition to the house.
It wasn't a secondary
It's like they
addition.
crammed it.
They crammed it in to call it a second bathroom, but it wasn't a second bathroom in that house.
It was like a broom closet made into a bathroom.
Correct.
Yeah. It was like one of those, like your knees are touching the wall when you sit on the toilet type bathrooms.
Yeah.
Anyway. And it had roaches. And I am deathly afraid of roaches. We didn't see a roach until like
7 months in.
7 months in. It was a while.
Conrad was 4 or 5 months. My mom had already made it down once before, and then left before. So it was a month and a half we were there before he was born.
Yeah, because
3 months before
we
my mom
moved
came
in like at the tail end of winter.
Yeah, it was.
So right
end of
around
March.
when it started to warm up.
End of February.
Yeah.
So we were there for March. Before, I love it.
Wonderful spring.
We got this car 3 weeks before Conrad was born.
Yeah. And out of every place we lived, not a single apartment had a roach.
That is true. I'm going to preface this. Out of every place we lived, said your mom's house, every one of them was not on the ground floor. Or
That's right.
had anything on the ground floor.
Yeah, we also didn't stay on the ground floor.
Anywhere. So we really never had bug problems, period.
Yeah.
Boy, did this Dallas house have exceptional bug problems.
It did. And it had a very creepy alleyway. If you're not familiar with Texas houses, a lot of the garages are in the back of the house, and there's an alleyway to get to the garage. And the alleyway at this house was particularly creepy. Nobody had any like serious like floodlights. It was very narrow, not well lit at all. So I would always
destroyed. I couldn't even remember what it was made of, because it literally was just, might as well have been dirt. It was just so rugged.
And if I came home at night, I would kind of drive kind of fast through the alley, because I have a very vivid imagination. So I would always, I would imagine like something coming out of the bushes to get me, or someone. And of course I would park into the garage. I would stay in the car running, car locked, until the garage doors went down. And then I would get out of the car and get my baby out of the car. I had so much anxiety when Conrad was born. I guess that just comes with it, you know. Anyway. Hey guys, we are done with our touring. Yeah. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please continue to keep us in your thoughts, and I will keep you updated on what happens with this fiasco. Alright, take care now. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.